Here we go. We're gonna pump concrete. Woo! Look how happy he is. So we got walls. I don't know if we're gonna do the footings today too. Eric, are we doing the footings too, or just the walls? Oh, so we're gonna make a move. We'll see how fast we can move this thing. Oh, perfect. That's great. Should we not tell them about the short rig and we'll just put the outriggers out like 3 feet and boom it all? And see the looks on their face? No. Yeah. Cool. It's a big spectacle. Definitely don't stuff it up on the prime. If we do, we just blame it on the pump.
I think we got enough guys that know how to pull elbows here.
Yeah.
Been worse situations.
I got a roll of duct tape and a pop can in my truck too. Worst case scenario.
Still an E-stop.
So that's your local radio switch, is right in there. That one right there.
So then do you honk the horn?
Yeah, well, now you honk the horn.
Now you honk the horn.
And see, now you clear an E-stop.
Yep.
Oh, here it tells us how to run the pump. Right there. We are in luck. Greeter guy. You perfectionist, you.
Concrete finishing that hard. Don't put the back one down.
Yep, I'm the same way. Plant the fronts, then go to the back. No surprises. Make sure it's not covering a septic tank. I'm excited that we get to move the pump.
Right?
Yeah, no, it's a good thing to be able to
time that.
Oh yeah. Well, you see that the 38.5, I moved ours in 13 minutes, so. But I'm pretty good.
It's a fairly level ground here. We don't even know if we have to fold it up.
I think having so many of us here will actually slow us down, if anything, yeah. Yeah, this hopper is really nice and low. Right, isn't this hopper is quite low? Isn't it? You think it's high?
Guys always complain that swing hoppers are higher, and I would compare that to a swing
Would
hopper.
you really?
I would.
I feel like it's lower, like lower than a putz.
Oh, that's just how we set it up.
Well, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I don't know. And I'm pretty short, so I got a pretty good gauge on this kind of stuff. I'm not tippy-toeing to see in there. Yeah, I feel like it's low.
The struggle is real, huh?
Yeah, I know it is. It is. So of course, our boom is off the wrong side, as always. Hey Dan, you see how nicely contoured this hopper is? At the back of the valve, like in the rear bearing. See how nicely contoured that is?
I know. I like that.
Right? It's very linear. Oh, Eric, does it have a limiter on C so you can't drive the knuckle into the main ram?
Yes, that's what we were just talking about. He was waiting for it and it wouldn't come. He's like, oh, she won't come out. Yeah.
Right, okay. So yeah, it won't let you drop the C section down until you've kicked B out a little bit to prevent you from putting that knuckle, the B-C knuckle, into the main lifting cylinder there. So that's good that they have that, because on the older and some current Z-booms, that's a common thing. Guys will drop that C-section down too early and they'll scratch into the main lifting cylinder. That is the one place I like these T-gaskets, is on the tip elbow, because it centers itself. Everywhere else I hate them, but I like them here.
You mean that those are on every joint on every one of your Putzmeisters, right?
I know. Well,
Yeah.
the first thing I do is get X-Acto knife and cut it out.
Oh,
Yeah.
don't tell warranty. To
Yeah, it's not that. It's
Somebody was water washing.
It's not super clean in there.
Oh, it's okay.
These are on every joint in ours too.
Are they?
And when you put the boom pipe on, we have a metal shim. You have to put the shim in between it with the gasket rolled back, and then put this in between it. We have to have the 3 millimeters on every pipe for movement.
Right.
And if you don't do that, it's either going to be too short or too long. When you try to, so you start to center up where it goes through the boom,
Yeah.
but then everything else has to line up in between. But your centers are most important.
Yeah, some guys love the reducing hose. This is a 5-4. Other markets don't. Our market is one which don't. The hose guys typically don't like it because they're essentially pushing up here where it's a heavy, almost 5-inch hose, versus reducing up above their head and just pushing on the lighter body of the 3-inch hose. Like I said, some markets love them. Our market is all about reducers. And an hour south here in Bellingham, they're all on the same program as us, as it would seem. So don't be a dickhead, use your safety pins. He watches the YouTube channel.
Okay, he's not going to get this elbow anyway.
No, we're not playing around in the trees today.
Oh, here's the tarp in action. And that was from, what was the name of the company?
Nate from Caruth Concrete.
Caruth. Nate from Caruth.
Well, Nate and his dad, Bob.
Nate and Bob, full cred for the tarp setup going in place here. This is a GoPro 11,
Nice.
nothing fancy. And I got a maps that'll hang from the boom.
Oh, wow.
360.
Wow, wow, wow.
Yeah, it's cool. I also like,
We were like looking across the street. They're like, oh, just scoot over there.
I like that the footprint is square. Like front and rear is the same.
Oh, these were ours. Not at all. I'm blown away.
Yeah, no, I know, right? Because a lot of the newer rigs are quite wide in the back.
Yeah.
Especially like the 38 to 40 meter? Yeah.
If I pump the front, goes 39. The front are 6 feet. Back
Pump forward, pump reverse. Is this one stroke S-tube changeover?
No, that's agitators forward and reverse.
Okay, agitator forward reverse, which is on a switch. Vibrator auto means it goes on when I turn the pump on.
Correct.
Manual is just to give it a...
Just hold it up. It's very
Oh, I
quiet.
like that. That's a cool feature. I love that. Because when the mixer trucks are empty, I'll stroke really slowly just so the vibrator's going so they can scrape their chute out. Now I don't have to do that. I just hold that manual button. This is S-tube changeover, rapid
And
turtle
then
boom
up.
speed.
Up. The other way is to get your undo your hooks on, not on this pump, but some.
Oh, if it had automated hooks.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's...
Rigger. Boom.
Does it have a neutral
No, it
position?
does not have a neutral.
Oh, it doesn't?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'm trying to get them to do that, but
Does it have a user-defined mode for the boom speeds?
No.
No. Okay.
it's either snail or
Yeah, neutral position would be awesome. Question for you: if it's left in outrigger mode on our older Putzmeisters, it would cook the hydraulic oil pretty
no,
quick.
because this one does not activate the boom outrigger valve until you push the button on the side of the truck.
okay.
So the oil is not going
Oh, so you
anywhere.
can totally leave it in outrigger
leave
then.
it in
Okay.
outrigger mode.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Everything had to be replaced.
You also showed him earlier. You got the lights. So if it's
Oh,
dark,
nice.
and
Okay.
you have the light on the outside.
The flashlight on the outside. Beautiful.
And you have scroll functions.
What are you
here.
finding for battery life? Typically.
Where's that scroll function?
Right there.
Okay.
So you can scroll through the functions instead of using the buttons up top.
I like that.
And then you can push it to activate it, like if you needed to do a set function.
You can see all your outriggers, 19% pressure on that front outrigger over right now.
Oh yeah, it's got the load pressures on the outriggers. See, so that's a good one because what guys always talk about to test the ground where the outriggers are set, they'll stretch the boom out empty and they'll bounce it. They'll bounce on the outrigger. But what I've always said, when the boom is full of concrete, it's going to be way more force than you could ever replicate by bouncing an empty boom. I guess we can prove that with this right here. It'll tell us what the weight is on the outrigger.
Percentage-wise, yeah.
Bounce it a little bit, see if it changes.
I'll put it in rabbit. I'll give her a little bounce. And get the boom up first.
Yeah,
It does. Yep. Yep. The percentages change. Okay. Those percentages going up. It's amazing. It doesn't really increase that much of them stretching out. Like at full reach there, we are at, well, not full reach, but 28%, 29% if I bounce this. We're seeing like 31%. So we'll be curious when we have this full of concrete and we're stretched out
up that corner.
to see what that percentage is at. Yeah. So Eric, to set these controls, do you use a teleteach battery?
Yeah.
Nope.
You use so if you look at the front of this remote,
Yep.
see where it says Merlin?
Yep.
we have what they call a Merlin card. You put the card up here, you activate the remote, and it goes into teach mode.
Oh, okay.
I'll go get the teach card. I'll show you.
Oh, okay. And does that come with the pump, or does you have to have be a tech to have it?
No, you either have to be trained how to use it. The only reason I say that is if you have our pump in teach mode and you put it in pump forward,
yeah,
and you hit the plus and minus buttons,
yeah,
it changes the voltage on the swash plates.
Oh.
And then the pump gets confused, and
so
that's
you can
it.
throw everything off. Okay. I mean, the way that this one is tuned, from so far from my little bit running there, it's fine. Like I can't see any adjustments that would need to be made. So
yeah, because if you go into hit the e-stop and then clear it, just normal clear button on the side. Yep, back one. You have to do e-stop again. Oh, you haven't started this
No,
remote
I haven't
yet.
started this
Oh,
remote.
okay. Let's show you that first. So to start this one, it's in, out, push once, let off, push again, hold it.
oh, like an Ergo 2 putts.
Okay.
Yep. And then now you're started. So same thing with the teach card. Up here, and you felt it vibrate.
Yeah.
So on, off, on. Feel it vibrate?
Yep.
And the truck's letting you know it's in teach mode.
Oh.
So now you can program all your functions.
So how does it know which one you're in then?
So when you pull a function, say you're pulling this one, so you got the plus.
Yeah.
Now it knows that, okay, do you want to go plus or minus at that speed?
Oh,
So,
okay.
So I can set here and go and it'll start. You usually want to watch the hand valves as you're doing this,
yeah,
but that's how you program it.
Okay. And if I don't want to save those settings,
It's too late.
oh,
You don't have to reset it. It's automatic, and once it's done, you have to go back.
even if I were to
forward, or
pull the
reverse.
battery out, it's going to save it.
As far as I know, it saves
Okay,
it.
okay.
Okay, so now that it's in, now to get it out, I just hit the e-stop and then we're out of
Stop
teach.
and you're out.
And I'll see if I can remember.
Does this remote vibrate when the mixer driver honks the horn?
It does not.
It does not, okay. So the vibration was only for when you swipe that card?
The
isn't it?
teach card,
okay.
yeah.
It's not tied in with anything else. Could they program it to vibrate when the horn gets honked?
No pump signal.
Somebody in Germany says yes. I haven't seen it
'Cause
yet.
that'd be a handy
Just
feature.
hit the horn.
hit
The
the
horn
horn.
clears e-stop.
I don't have to hit this one again
No.
though, because the pump wasn't.
Correct, it wasn't turned off. Then the other thing about these, if you have this same remote on any other machine and
Pull out.
it's
Just
a
the
core
chip.
section, it's
Yeah.
the chip, so you
Okay.
know all about the
Yeah.
iLog chip.
Yeah. Just take that chip out and put it in.
Chip
and do
out.
it.
Put
And what do you guys have for hardwire on this machine? Is it just the tether, or do you actually have a cable remote too?
It's a. So this is now considered the cable remote,
Okay.
but it gets away with the RF and just runs it's still frequency across CAN, but it
Just
supplies power
hardwired.
too. It's
Okay.
just hardwired. It's not a hardwire like
Right.
you and I are used to.
And what does the machine come with? One transmitter or two?
Two.
It comes with two. Okay.
2 transmitters and 2 receivers.
Oh, and 2 receivers. Oh. So do you?
Because you don't never know what's going to go bad, the
Yeah.
transmitter or the
So
receiver.
is there a second receiver already mounted on the pump?
No, it's inside the side
Okay.
box.
So you swap it out, which it's easy enough to do. Okay.
And these are 900 megahertz.
Oh, they are.
We went-
So way better
I went
range.
Way better range,
Yeah.
way better everything.
Yeah,
That's
2.4 is just.
it's no good.
Yeah.
And then you'll see the TC7.
Yeah, 2.4 sounds fancier, but in reality, the signal, it's just too weak. The signal's too weak.
Everybody's on 2.4 now.
Right.
So there's so much noise. There's a truck. First truck going.
Oh, Concord's here. we go. Did you put water in the barrels too, or just in the bottom?
Just in the bottom.
Oh boy. I'm glad we walked this around.
Too wet! There. Cycle.
Wow, the fast prime. Oh. So we don't prime that fast in Canada. That's why. Oh.
Okay.
Also because we're scared, but you know.
Probably the new reducers.
Yeah. We'll cut you a break because of the new reducers.
You're not the last guy to run it.
We got the first bit through. Yeah. Did we bring a sledgehammer?
Yeah, I'm getting
This one now. From here to here. Give me a rock.
Turn that shit off.
The thumbnail right now stuffed up on the prime. Oh yeah. There we go.
Lift it up and take it.
Oh, there we go.
Oh. So who had this pump blast?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That doesn't look like.
There we go. Let's mail this to whoever had this machine out last. We'll CSI it, see what state it's from. All right, well, now that we're primed through, we're running it in the correct Z formation. The way a Z boom was meant to be run. I get scared with how fast you prime. Every time we've hired a guy from the US, they're always fast priming. I would be like your biggest wussy employee. I'd prime out so slow. I'd suck sponges back. I wouldn't feel adequate.
If it wasn't, if it was my pump, I would have pumped slower.
Yeah?
Just not knowing, I always go a little quicker.
Green now.
Money shot right there. We just realized the GoPro 360 where we mounted it on the boom, directly in line with the boom rest, and I think the camera smooched the C-section. It'll be great footage. I got it all. Just a little smooch. Okay, we got the backup operator.
Tell you, this pump even makes me look good.
You look good with that behind you. There's the thumbnail right there.
Makes me almost look like I know what I'm doing.
The thumbnail is right there, I think. Yeah, that's the one. No, you know, it's so quiet.
I know.
This thing is so quiet. Yeah, it's very quiet, very smooth. Well, Michael was saying when we pumped that last load off the end of the load when the hopper ran down a bit, how clean it was and lack of buildup. This thing is really smooth. You notice when it shifts over, and then the last like 3/4 of an inch, it slowly completes the stroke. I don't know if that's in the design, like a dampening.
Yeah, it could be. Have you ever pull apart the new style puts shift cylinders?
I have not.
They have like a piece that comes out internally there, and then the end of the rod is open to that, and then there's an orifice in the rod. So when it hits the end, that oil gets trapped in there, and then it releases through the orifice as
to cushion it.
Yes, so it very well could be that's what they're doing, and then with no accumulator, it's exaggerating. You're actually seeing it.
Yeah, okay.
Because it's a little bit slower shift.
But isn't it like so quiet back here? It's crazy. And we actually revved it up a little bit too. Oh, yeah, see in the corner?
You don't have that buildup in the...
Yeah, you don't get that buildup where the grate fastens. Look at how much cleaner that is. It's a lot more streamlined, right?
Yeah, that's so annoying at the end of the job.
Yeah.
You can't even pick up your grate.
Always packed up in those corners. But yeah, no, they've done a good job here. Definitely some thought that's gone into this.
Yeah. Whoa! I missed it. Oh,
that's Applebee's right there.
Now this guy right here, he's scared.
Let me go pump up and come back.
Pump up the volume. Show him. Go. $33% on that front outrigger right now.
Full of concrete.
Full of concrete. 2 sections basically stretched out. Look at that concentration.
It's pump rodeo PTSD, Dan.
Hugo, eat your heart out here.
Yeah.
In the real world. In the real world.
You're mine. They don't have Eric Duker chirping me the whole time.
Still only 33% on that outrigger.
Well, I'm also swinging more towards the front too, or yeah, right?
Yeah.
So we'll be equalizing between the two fronts.
So you're still 8% on the other front outrigger though.
Isn't it amazing how light the load is on the other side?
I love this.
It kind of teaches you a lot about the placement of load on the outriggers in certain boom positions or positions around the top. Very educational.
That is my biggest fear of the short rigging system, is somebody getting in it and trying it, and then getting back in their pump
100%.
and trying it in their pump.
Yeah. One guy at home, I showed him one of the systems when it first came out. He goes, oh, I do all that stuff all the time anyways. It's like, Yeah. You just gotta know your machine. That's my favorite. You just gotta, you know, it's amazing what you do if you know your machine. Until you find out that you don't know your machine. Right? Like,
You learn the hard way.
Yeah, and I gotta guess you don't really know your machine until you lay it over.
yeah, no, really, yeah. You know what I do like? It's not doing any of the like unnamed brand stroke correction here and there. Pressuring out and steering the shit with the hose side. Like. But this does seem very smooth.
It feels like a lot, I told him, I said it feels like a lot smaller pump than it is. It feels like a 32 meter.
It does, right? Yeah, no, I agree with that. With that statement, man. But really, you gotta get it laid, stretched out with a 4-inch hose on. You know, 70, 80 yards an hour, really see what it's made out of. You don't really know a pump till you've run it for 6 months.
You hit that corner out there? You hit that corner out there?
Not yet. That's the hard part.
That's why we gave it to Scott. He's the professional.
Sharpening up for the pump rodeo next week.
He's getting ready. He's getting ready for Austin. Austin, Texas. Zeroing in.
So Scott, is this like a dream come true for you?
I've been liking line pumps a lot lately, so. But in my boom pump world, yes. It's been a long time in the making.
He looks a little more relaxed than he did before. A little bit of concrete under his belt.
They're sure you have nice concrete here, that round stone. They do have nice mud.
Beautiful. Beautiful mud. I like the peace of mind. You can just look back at the pump and see the green light and know everything's good.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Keep going. What are we at here now? Oh, 35. Well, it's a stroke. Making you look like a good pump operator. How'd you pull that off?
Don't jinx it.
You have to grab one, make yourself look better.
No, it's a nice pump to run.
Yeah, no, it is.
Not the operator.
Gotta credit the Germans. They've done it again.
A little more.
So high I'm hypnotized. What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through.
The outrigger. What are we at now?
36.
36. That's pretty impressive. Oh, he's just about empty. And he's empty. Pump is off. 36% is as high as it got.
Is that it?
Yeah, he's empty.
You know the best part when he's scraping out? I can just hit that manual vibrate.
Yeah.
That's a nice feature. It's not all stacked up on my grate when I go back. Yeah, I like it. I like it.
I just searched this up.
Yep, we'll time the move. Swing it back to the mixer, pound it out, fold it up, boom, boom, boom. It's gonna be great. 10 minutes tops. All right, I'm gonna run the timer. I'll set the timer.
You can just stop it halfway through and then start it
All right, walls are done. We're gonna spin around, pump back into the mixer, and see how fast we can move a LIEBHERR concrete pump. We'll scooch it over there and do the footings. When it shifts over the last 3/4 of an inch or so on the shift cylinders, it seems to stop and then slow down. Is that
dampener?
It is a dampener.
It's in the bottom
Okay.
of the cylinder.
Ah, okay, okay. That's what I figured. I just wanted to ask. Now, when you pump harder or rougher mixes, and the pressure draw goes up to shift the valve over, does it overcome some of that dampening to shift it quicker? It does. Okay. Clever. So you know what he's gonna do? He's gonna take 8 strokes back, lift 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3 vertical, let it all shake back down, come down, fold the hose over. That's what I would do.
That's what he's gonna do?
We're gonna see what
I'm just being an armchair pump operator. That's what I would do.
He's just gonna fold it
I
up.
think so.
after he takes a couple of strokes back.
I think he already did.
Well, he's just gonna fold. Okay, well that works too. I just lift it because I'm a big wussy and I want the boom pipe totally empty. We've established that I'm scared of my own shadow pretty much, so. Get in there! Hopefully it's an, oh yeah. Oh, bugger. Oh, we had the handle facing the wrong way.
Oh no. That'll work.
Oh, we got it. Okay.
Well, there's 10 minutes.
Yeah. Good. I got the clock running. I started about a minute late. We had 15 and now we're back. All right, here we go. We got to display the short rig system on this setup, on the second setup. I think we moved pretty quick there. We did that in. Time! 8 minutes and 28 seconds. We did pretty good.
Is that with or without the trying to figure out how to get the hose in?
No, that was from boom 6 feet out of cradle to boom 6 feet out of cradle. So, yeah, no, we did pretty good.
Easy setup.
Yeah, it's just such a nice option to have with these outriggers. That even set like this, we could still boom flat out right over this outrigger, all the way over to here. Like how much versatility does that open up in terms of options and everything else? Perfect. This is wild. Look at how smooth this thing is when it pumps. Water from the mixer because you don't have your big tank on there like you normally do for the water wash.
Yeah, something like
that.
Yeah, that's what they're there for, right?
So we'll water wash and then wash out right here on site?
I think so. We'll have to ask, but I would imagine they'll let us dump here.
Eric, has anybody ever previously water washed the demo pump?
No, not this demo pump.
It's strict LIEBHERR corporate policy against it. Oh, they should have known better. Mike's in a very famous video of mine. We're over 10,000 views now. I think it's way over. I think it's like 30,000.
Yeah, I got it on home at home on repeat.
Do you?
So, yeah,
yeah, at home on loop. I think it's like 30,000. Yeah. No, it did very well. So the water tank on this unit is housed within the pedestal. Apparently, it's like a dual hull steel, so the water tank is not actually shared with the structure of the pedestal. And it's a 150-gallon water tank. So it's a nice big water tank. Even though to look at it, one might think it would be small, it's not totally sufficient. So it is completely sufficient. So what I like about this thing, could easily be tweaked to be just perfect for what we need. Bump the toolboxes up a little bit. Have a pad rack below on one side, maybe clamp rack below the toolbox on the other side, so lift both of them up. Put a tray on top of that deck pipe for our 20-foot and 25-foot hoses, and then we'd be pretty much ready to go. And then you got lots of storage in these trays here. Apparently they've got racks that can be attached here on the inside of the outrigger leg that would swing in and store in this way too. So lots of good options. I like the swivel feet, how they swivel a little bit, but not so much that they won't level the ground to a certain extent, you know. It won't go like completely cockeyed. But yeah, I'm with you, Dan. I just like how quiet it is. It's effortless. Everything about it is just low stress and effortless. Is it that time?
Just about.
Water wash time? I'm gonna foil your water wash plan with a Tim Hortons donut bag. I'm gonna put that in the hopper.
How'd you get that through customs?
Look at this. Dirty Canadian trick. Ha-ha! Take that. This hopper stays so clean. It doesn't build up in the corners. Because it's just so like sculpted. Yeah, you're right, Mike. In the corners, it's so clean.
Oh yeah. There's hardly anything left.
Yeah.
Lid down a minute.
Do you pound air and then load it with water?
I'm 50-50.
50-50?
Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Today it just felt right.
Just felt right? Okay. Because I've watched the video on YouTube a few times and I don't remember us pounding air. If you're going to change the plan, you need to update me in real time.
Right on it, you guys.
They got a water tank heater that's turned on? No. Oh, it looks like it's warm, but maybe it's
hot.
Is that just from being next to the hydraulic tank? Ah. So you wouldn't even need a water tank heater on this thing. It would kind of self-warm itself.
Yeah.
37% of viewers are saying they could have had their sponge back and been folded up by now. But we're going to show them when we do the washout how much quicker that part is. We will show them.
You can edit out most of it and make it look good, right?
Yeah. No, but the time is made up when it comes to do the washout. 100%.
But we don't even wash out after this.
You probably don't have to. We call that prime for tomorrow. Yeah. Right? Free prime?
A suicide prime.
Suicide prime. Nothing suicide about it.
No.
Okay, you're gonna give me the play-by-play as you do this.
Okay. So we're full throttle, I think. I don't know, 6 to a 7 on the volume. And we're in pump forward.
Hear that water in the pipe?
There's water.
There's water.
We're in reverse.
Reverse.
I think. Wide open on the throttle.
Wide open reverse.
3 strokes.
4 strokes. 5.
6. Back into forward.
Back into forward. And that's
2, 3, back in reverse.
You got bubbles. And you did that in basically fullish volume?
Yeah, I guess I didn't go all the way. She was going plenty fast though.
Plenty fast, okay. So you don't have to fluctuate the volume when you go in your second round and forward?
When you go, usually once I get water out the end, then I just go to full volume and just leave it there.
Just like that. We're clean.
We didn't even have to buy a sponge.
So the Canadian sponge remains intact in the toolbox. If you didn't catch the first video. Yeah, that's good. Oh, I heard that. Let me listen for the ocean.
You want to listen for the ocean?
Yeah, I need to hear the ocean. Oh yeah. We got ocean.
I can hear from here.
So our we donated a sponge to the LIEBHERR North American tour. It will be in the box for those who wish to use it. Don't be the jerk who cuts a sponge. He who cuts a sponge, he or she, will be obligated to send me a hat, t-shirt, and or stickers. So keep the sponge alive. Keep the sponge going. Keep the sponge, the Canadian sponge dream alive. Moment of truth. Don't tarnish your perfect YouTube record. 100% water wash success rate on YouTube. You, not me. Oh, wow.
Not a single rock in there.
Look at that. Oh, look what we got here too.
Yeah.
Deck pipe.
So it's cleaner than before.
Yeah, see, you cleaned up after the sponge sucker before you, is what we could say here, right? You did. The evidence right there, man. Don't pump it forward, please. Sand and gravel. Amazing. Look at that. Yeah, that's a nice top of the thing out.
There's nothing in it.
Yeah.
Hot water.
Well, it worked. It worked. He was on to something after all. It's pretty nice, just that little pile.
Normally everything that went out there goes back.
Yeah.
At least half of it, yeah. Even by the time you pound as much air through and you pull the sponge back, you usually end up with like twice that amount. More chips from the deck pipe. There is a piece of my Tim Hortons bag. A little tough to decipher, but yeah, no, that's it. That's it. Yeah.
Part of it.
Yeah. The French instructions. Oh, so that's not a,
No.
it's not a ZX clamp. Is that a metric?
No, it's a reverse ZX. Ours is a reverse, but tab up or tab down on the clamp when you put it in.
I say up.
Oh, on the wedge.
On the
You
wedge
want the
pin.
wedge
Well,
on
it
top or
depends
the bottom?
because the Putzmeister wedge, there's a certain way it's supposed to go. One way's upside down.
No. He's talking about this.
So
Oh!
tab up, this one,
Yeah.
or tab down.
Well, which way is the wedge? How's it shaped? It is on this one. So the Putz one isn't. I say tab up because it's designed that the mating surface, the extra area to hammer on, is more exposed. If you do it tab down, it's in closer to the gate. It's obviously tab up.
Really bothers my OCD.
Yeah.
It's tab up.
Flip it, it's
Yeah,
tab
if I'm running
down.
this tomorrow, it's
You
gotta
can
be
tell
flipped.
because it's tabbed down because it came from the factory. You can see where the paint got in the first time. That's on the bottom. 'cause that
Yeah, but
goes
those
to
are
there.
like, it's like Laverne and Shirley assembling these things in the factory. They're not pump operators. They're production workers. No, it's,
But I was told tab up only.
yeah.
Only
see?
if you can hit there instead of knocking the
That
pin in
too.
once the hole gets flattened
But I think
out.
the purpose of the tab is so that you've got more area further away from the gate.
Oh,
Yeah, no, it's tab up, right? See, otherwise, see, somebody already chipped it once. Tab up. 100% tab up. It is. Yeah, no. Yeah, the answer is obvious. It's tab up. The real question is how fast could you put that together in a time to run? That's the real question.
Time for the next job. How's that?
Yeah, oh, touche, touche. I couldn't relate. I only do one job a day.
Oh,
Like how simple the local panel is. There's actually a knob for volume control. Nice toggle switch layout. Even with the water washout, it went flawless.
The prime went worse than the washout.
Yeah, the water prime.
so far.
Yeah. Well, you've seen that Maury guy in my videos of water primes. Yeah, he's been taking a lot of heat on the internet for doing that. It's been a real witch hunt for those water primers.
What else do you use?
money.
Dirt? Yeah,
Throw
yeah.
money away.
Yeah, money. Yeah, exactly, pretty much, right? So what are the main takeaways? Main takeaways, the pump kit is exceptionally smooth. The boom controls are extremely smooth and dialed in. The hopper is extremely easy to wash out. Outriggers are awesome. Couple little things to get used to just because the machine is different, some of the overrides and whatnot, but it all makes sense. But I'd say the biggest thing aside from the outrigger system, which is what I anticipated and knew about leading into this, is but how smooth the pump kit is.
Smooth and quiet.
Yeah, it's almost continuous flow, smooth and quiet. Unreal. If you haven't seen one pump in person, cue it up. This thing's on tour. The sponge will be in the toolbox on the driver's side. And yeah, no, a huge thanks to LIEBHERR for bringing this out and letting us have a go at it. But yeah, extremely impressive machine. If I were in the market for a 36 to 40 meter pump, this is definitely a top contender, if not a shoe-in. I think I would grab, for the work we do, I'd probably grab the 36 meter 5 section. But if you need a little extra reach, 38.4 might be your rig, might be the one for you. But yeah, no, super happy with it. And these guys, Western Concrete Pumping down here in Bellingham, they're gonna run this for a few more days. I would like to see it pump through some system, or hog out a commercial slab, see how it works, really pounding the mud out. But from what we've seen here, so far so good. So once again, huge thanks to LIEBHERR for queuing this up. Huge thanks to Western Concrete Pumping in Bellingham, Washington for letting us tag along for the day. And yeah, till next time, you know it goes. Keep on pumping. Over and out. The ceremonial.
You don't want to be reminded of me every time.
Ceremonial signing of the door.
Inside of the door?
You're the first one?
inside the door.
You're the first one.
I'm the first one.
First
Where
one.
do I
one, yep.
sign? I don't even know.
Just pick a spot and sign it, and then put the date and.
I think the date's good.
What is the date today? 15th?
Today's the 16th.
16th.
There you go. Okay, I'm gonna sign something cool. Watch me misspell it.
It's not how you spell Canadian concrete bumper.
CCP. I've got to be different. A different part of the door.
You wanted to sign in the crack.
Oh, I should have put the date. Let me put the date. There we go. We're good. We signed it. We're out. Sean, it's been a pleasure.
I appreciate
Thanks for putting this
everything
together,
you
man.
do, not only for the industry, but
No, it's been a pleasure, man. I appreciate you making this happen.
absolutely.
Amazing piece of machinery, my friend. No, extremely impressed. Winner, winner, winner.